Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. This is the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today I am with a very talented musician. She's specifically a violinist, and she's also a talented model and works in various different trades, which we're going to get in our interview for this episode. Please welcome Valery Serra.
Oh my God, come on. But you're the talented one. Like, you're the photographer, you're a videographer as well. Like, of course. Like, and I'm the talented here. Hi, everyone. My name is Valery. I'm Venezuelan. I'm 25 years old. And thank you so much for this invitation. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And I do appreciate the kind compliments as well. But this is not about me. This is about you.
Oh, come on.
We're going to get right into our episode itself here on These Are Questions. Valery, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Based on your career and aspirations.
Okay.
Along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Oh my God. I'm expecting that.
Do you accept those terms?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Like, let me double check, like, if I will be able to answer that correctly, maybe?
We'll find out.
Oh my God.
On These Are Questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Internet / visual audience, are you ready? Gonna take that as yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Awesome. With that, let's begin our interview. And as we discussed, thank you so much for being a part of These Are Questions. I really do appreciate it. You are a unique talent. You wear various different hats, and I've got to see a lot of your works in different endeavors. Can you explain to me and to our viewers that are watching / listening to the show what you are, who you are, and explain some of the many trades that you have participated in?
Well, my real name is Valeria, but I go by my artist name Valery since I was a small kid. Since I was a child, actually, I always been attracted to music. That was one of my first steps into the art industry. So I started as a violinist. Well, actually, it wasn't 8 years old when I started theater classes in my high school back in my home country, Venezuela. I been there, and I even been the lead role in my last show, and I believe it was at 12 years old when I first encountered myself with the violin. Like, it was a really funny episode because it was a wedding, and there was this violinist, like a really sweet violinist, and it was really funny because everyone was looking at the bride, like all the way to the front, and I was looking at the back with looking at the violinist. I was like, oh wow. So that's where I started playing violin at 13 years old, where I officially joined the Simón Bolívar Orchestra system, a very, very, very famous orchestra there in Venezuela. And I went into the conservatory there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's a whole career. I was about to end at 20 years old if I graduated from the conservatory, but in 2018, because of the Venezuela situation that is happening right now, my family went here to move to Miami. And I started to do my stuff here, do singing, keep tours as well. I went to Washington, D.C., New York, and I went to South Korea also with playing the violin.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's so cool.
It was a really fun experience back in 2019 before the pandemic. But yeah, it was really amazing. And then I thought that something was missing because I want to be an artist. And I thought maybe I need to add something else to my career in order to make a public here in Miami. And here in Miami, the modeling industry is one of the top industries here. Like, in order to success here, I think you need to be plus a model, add a model into your career. So I was like, well, I think I should give it a try. I saw this modeling competition of Magno Model magazine. And I was like, why not? Let's do it. I did the competition, and I got into first runner-up. Like, I wasn't the winner, but I was second place. So I was like, okay, if I didn't model before, and then somehow I'm first runner-up, I took it as a signal. So I started to do modeling academies. I went to many castings, and I tried to, get to perfection in my runway. And yeah, that became one of my careers. So yeah, like, who am I? I can say I'm an artist. I can say
You are a multifaceted artist.
oh, thank you.
You're welcome. In all different disciplines and backgrounds and skill sets, and you're growing and developing more and more, which I'm excited to work with you, not just in this interview here,
of course.
but also in our various different endeavors. And it's funny you mentioned modeling because we met through the modeling
We
industry.
met in the modeling industry, like, speaking of facts.
But what stood out for me was just that you are such a talented violinist, and I remember I was taking some of your photos of you playing the violin.
Oh, come on.
I know, and like I know it's like, it's like, okay, it's the violinist there, but it's like, for me, that really attracted me, just seeing your talent, because no disrespect to models at all, that's a talent in itself.
Course.
But I always like to see what the skill sets of talents may have, and there's a lot of multifaceted ones, just like yourself there.
Oh, thank you. Yes, in the modeling industry, you can get very surprised about what other talents those model has. Like,
Right.
here in Miami, and this is like a personal opinion, they say like, oh, you just need to be pretty and walk in order to success here in Miami. And actually, that is quite true. But if you take a look in what the models can do, you will be surprised. There are models, there are lawyers, there are in medical school, there are doctors, there are artists as well, like me. It's a Pandora box.
Agreed. That could be the name of the next fashion show.
Yes.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, giving ideas.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. They're not. A lot of them are not just models, as like stereotypical, stereotypes can come into.
Yes.
They are talented individuals with their various career sets.
Oh yeah.
And I want to just chime in with the violin and being a violinist, specifically because I want to know, like, what does it take to become one? Because it's one of the hardest instruments to play.
Yes, it's one of the hardest instruments to play. Those with the strings, the cello, the bass, the violin, the viola, are considered one of the most difficult because, okay, here I'm not saying anything about the guitar. I love the guitar and I love the guitarists. They're very talented, but they have an advantage that we don't have. That is that they mark the notes in the little thingy, the guitar to play. So, well, in the violin we say tastiera, and in the violin, in the cello, they don't have that. So whenever you press a note here, you have to be precise, because either if you go like this and if you go like this, it's completely another different note. And besides that, you need to take care of the posture. You need to take care of how the hand is going. You need to take care of what music you're playing. You need to pay attention to the director if they're directing you. There's a bunch of things that's going on. So yes, most of them, they require sometimes to start as children's.
Yeah,
like,
it usually is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember when I went about to go to the conservatory, I was 13 years old, and I was this close of not getting into the conservatory because of my age.
Oh, wow.
Because the director say, well, usually these instruments are being practiced by the little ones, so they can be, at your age can be very intermediate, well-going violinist. And I remember that the husband of the director was like, well, let me hear her. Let me take a look at her. Maybe she has something to offer, because she was at the Simon Bolivar Orchestra. And I was like, okay, I'll play some basic notes for him. And after that meeting that I have, the director just sit down with me and told me, okay, he saw you playing and he thinks that you should keep going with the violin. So yeah, we're gonna do an exception with you, and we're gonna get you started at the violin. I was like, oh my God, thank God, because I didn't imagine myself playing the flute, because they offered to me playing the flute.
Oh, no disrespect to people play the flute. Not at all. Not at all.
Not offense to all who play flute. They are beautiful as well, very talented and very strong lungs that they have. But I cannot imagine myself with the flute. So, so thank God I got into the conservatory with the violin. So yes, what does it take? It does take a lot of practice. It does take dedication, because at first you're gonna get frustrated, like a lot, like totally. Like, you're gonna play and in the 10 minutes you're gonna stop, because they're gonna say, oh, that song's ugly, I don't wanna do it. But the thing is, even if that sounds ugly for you, you must keep going. You must finish that music sheet. You must finish music sheet. Not is a bad word. It's like the sheet music here.
Music sheet.
Like
Yes.
the sheet music. Sorry for that.
It's okay. It's like shit.
Okay, don't beat me, please. Okay. So like the sheet music. Sorry. My English is not my mother language. Okay.
That's okay.
So you need to finish your sheet music. You need to finish whatever you're gonna play. You need to do that cover, so you can be a great violinist. Because at the end of the tunnel, there's always a glimmer of light. And if you want to really do it, like, you need to invest that in mostly time. Like, because that's what teachers will say: time, and time. Practicing.
Makes sense. It's all about that time, all about that practice. Practice makes perfect, and practice makes up your time.
Oh, yes. And even if you don't have a lot of time, because, we're in Miami, everyone is busy, everyone is working, and if they're not working, they're studying, and if they're not studying, they're doing something else. But if you had at least, 15 minutes, just try to do an efficient practice. Like, just you don't play, like, if you have only 15 minutes, you don't play and just look at the rooftop and the that mediocre thing. Just try to do a scale, do a technique, do a little bit of your songs, and then wrapped up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And I like the training advice there. If I ever become a violinist, and
Of
whatever,
course,
never know.
there's never too late. Actually, there's never too late.
Okay.
I remember one mom that she was, I think, 45, and she came to me and said, "Oh, I really wanted to play violin, but I didn't have the time, or something happened.
Right.
Is it still at my age? I can still do it?" And I will say, "Of course, if you want to do it, like, only the sky's the limit. Like, who am I to limit anyone's dreams? Like,
Definitely. Who's anybody?
who am I?"
That's a loaded question. On These Are Questions.
Who am I?
Let me ask you in this questionnaire, and I want to ask you, I'm going to talk about powers here, and I want to talk specifically, I want to ask, would you like to have the power to remember everything all at once, or the power to pause time at any time?
Oh, man.
See, we talked about time, and it led to this question.
That's a really nice.
Good segue.
Right? So I will say I would choose the second.
Okay.
Like, the ability to pause time, because I consider myself, like, after years of practicing with the violin, you can somehow get some memory, and you can read a kind of paper, and I'll just say, like, a monologue. I'm not saying I do it 100%, but I think I have that superpower. So I think I will choose the pause time to make things right.
Ooh, I like that. And the viewers have that power right now.
Really? You're right.
They can pause the video
They can pause and then rewind it again.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No, don't do that.
Well, yeah, they can rewind it and have more minutes.
Oh, they could.
And they can boost up the channel. So, yeah, you can do it.
Let me ask you, have you ever seen a Florida Panther?
A Florida Panther.
Yes.
Like the animal,
Yes.
not the team.
I can't confirm or deny.
Never seen a panther.
No, unfortunately, they are a very rare species to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And even if they say they caution signs on the highway.
Yes.
That they're like, watch out for panthers. And I'm always like, I'm in the position that I don't want to see one, but I want to see one. Like, I went one on the road, like.
What do you mean not on the road? I mean, with Florida drivers and 95 track, and
have you ever had that situation when you encounter a panther, like when you're driving the highway, like it's like I don't want it, but it will be like an action movie that can pass through your. I may risk myself, but hey.
Don't please. I don't want you to go. I don't want anything to happen to the panther or to you or anything like that. We just gotta watch the traffic here.
Oh, no.
Which people don't hear, but it's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Don't. I don't.
Keep your car locked.
Yes, that's important. Keep your car locked.
Watch out for panthers.
Watch out for panthers.
Here in Florida, 2 advices.
What?
Keep your car locked and watch out for the panthers.
Welcome to These Are Car Locks and These Are Panthers.
Yes. Like, what's a crazy thing about the highway in Florida? Well, besides
everything.
the traffic. Besides the traffic and the people that doesn't know how to drive, we have Panthers as well.
It's like a state
we
model
have
here.
Fast and Furious here.
Oh, wait.
Oh my God.
This is great.
Right.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
If you had a 3D printer, what would you print and why?
Oh my God.
No
I will
pressure.
print-
Not a pamphlet. Don't print
I
that.
will print a lot of things with a 3D printer.
Yes.
Like, like it's a magical 3D printer or just a normal 3D printer?
We can make it magical. Do what you want with it. It's a 3D printer. Does everything.
I can build a car. I can build a house. I can build a kitchen.
Sure.
Like kitchenware, a tableware. I can. Well, you can. Oh my God.
You could do a lot.
I need a coffee machine actually, so I will. I will
Coffee
print a
machine.
coffee machine.
Print a coffee
Yeah,
machine.
my
Okay.
coffee machine broke down at my house, and
Oh,
I'm
no.
very sad. And there's like a coffee machine that I just saw in Amazon that is like $700. So I'm like, I want a coffee machine right now. Well, besides, an electric violin will sound sound good. So there's two things:
Okay.
a coffee machine and an electric violin. Yes,
Coffee machine and electric violin.
those expensive things that I need in life.
I feel like that's like two band names: coffee machine and electric violin.
Band names?
Yeah, band, like a musical band.
Oh, like a musical. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Coffee Machine
And the electric violin.
with the electric violin. Yes, sir. Like we're offering free coffee. Well, I will go to that band actually.
Okay.
If they're offering free coffee, like I'm down.
That's a good
Free
gimmick.
coffee, even if the music sucks, I will I will go like for the free coffee. I'm a coffee addict, so
What's your favorite coffee?
mocha,
Mocha. Okay.
mocha, mocha latte all the way.
That's a
Hot. I know most people in Miami prefer cold coffee, but no, I'm a hot coffee person.
so hot mocha latte. That's,
So,
that's also my nickname as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was like, this is a casualty.
No, it's all good, all good. But no, that's awesome. That would be pretty cool, and I could see that, and just keep those ideas. You never know.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Like, imagine that there's a magic 3D printer right now, and I'm like, heck yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you: do you watch or have you seen baseball?
In Venezuela,
Okay, great.
there's the Leones y Magallanes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. So let me ask you this. We have a tradition here in the States called the Home Run Derby, where it's a contest where you have to hit as many home runs as you can within like a period of time.
Oh.
I want to ask you, would you want to participate in that Home Run Derby? Or another American tradition that we have here is called a demolition derby.
Oh.
Yes, where it's not involving baseball. It's involving cars, which we kind of relate because we drive on the highway. Now we're talking about it. But you intentionally...
Panthers included?
No Panthers in this one. But in a demolition derby, you would have to hit other cars in order to win. It's all protected, quote unquote, in the sense of like that.
That's why Miami does it every day.
So we have experience.
We have experience.
So I want to ask, would you rather participate in a home run derby or a demolition derby?
Even though, let me tell you, I hate exercise that include balls because I'm pretty bad at them, like whatever is football, basketball, but I think I prefer get hit by a baseball ball rather than get crushed by a car. So what about the home running?
Okay, home run, and it's just you and the bat and the ball. That's it. There's no other players. You just hit and try to go as many home runs as you can.
Oh,
Okay.
That sounds
Okay.
interesting.
So let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. This has been great so far on our interviews here on These Are Questions. And as much as we talked about Panthers and highways and derbies and all kinds of
And
madness.
coffee machines.
And coffee machines. And the electric violin. Mocha
and
latte.
electric violins, mocha latte, love it.
See, yes, let's go. I want to switch back to the modeling industry for a moment. And I want to know how, you kind of talked about how you kind of got into it a bit. And I just want to know like some of your favorite events that you participated so far in the modeling industry. Can you talk about that?
Ooh. Okay, when I got into the modeling industry, it was actually in the modeling competition that I talked minutes before, that I went into the first runner-up, and I thought I will give it a chance. And that's where when a couple of friends started going, like, looking for castings, and we were like, hey, I think we should do it, like. And we start going to castings, and we sometimes get accepted in the wrong way, sometimes not. That's the law here in the modeling industry. But it became more like people start to know you, photographers start to know you, and they invite you to their shows actually. So there's a few castings that I go, but the majority right now, thank God, of my shows are because they invite me or they offer me work there. Thank God actually.
Yes, absolutely.
So because there's a lot of castings and some models doesn't get to make it in that casting, but they can make it in the other casting. But yeah, so one of my favorite shows that I actually loved, I think I love Art Basel's rather than Miami Swing Week. I don't know. And when it comes to dressing, like runways, when it comes to as well workout exercises, clothes, and those fancy clothes, because okay, I love bikinis, but I I'm tired.
Okay, fair enough.
Like everyone here is bikini.
It's Miami.
So it's Miami, but I'm like, again, another Miami Swing Week thing. Well, I'm gonna do it because it's fun. But
Yeah.
But anything that includes dresses, anything that includes art, anything that includes Art Basel, I kind of loved it. Actually, remember the last Art Basel? Well, it wasn't Art Basel. It was like a Christmas event that I wore the Christmas tree dress.
Yes. I'm gonna put it on screen there. So
I loved it. Those kind of runways. That's one of my favorites because you can show there. Those are garments that are heavy. That are really, really, really difficult to wear, and that's where the modeling talent, like the talent of the model, explode in its maximum level. Because in order to wear those dresses, you need to know how to stand up with heels. You need to know how to walk good. You need to know how to get straight and look good at the pictures. And then that's where all the classes, all the modeling classes and the modeling coaching gets in practice. And I loved it.
And I'm glad, and I see your passion and enthusiasm when I have taken some of your photos, and hopefully we get to work more in
of course.
We will.
Oh well, in New York Fashion Week, I wore actually a flower dress.
Ooh.
So it was like a skirt made of natural roses,
Okay.
and the crown here made of natural roses. And I played violin as well in New York Fashion Week with that dress. The designer was Flowers by Julia Rose. She was amazing. So yeah, it's like it was that one modeling friend said that to me, like, oh man, this is for you, like the art, this is for you, like. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm better more like artistic photo shoots, like artistic project, artistic runways. Like it's not like I don't enjoy Miami Swing Week or those events, because of course it's Miami and you have to do it and you enjoy it if you got selected. But if you want me to choose one, of course I'll choose the other one, like.
Definitely there, and it's nothing wrong with that. You have your specialized niche, and you make things happen for where you want to go.
Yes.
And you it's yes and no's. It's just what you are interested in that gives you not just the financial out of it, but also the experience creatively and professionally speaking there.
Oh no, and all designers that I work with, even swimwear, even workouts, are beautiful and talented, and I love them all.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Of course, they're amazing.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Now, if I switch gears a little bit there, I want to just ask, and I'm going to kind of make it a little more kind of vague intentionally. What would be the dream show, whether it be fashion, music, art, that you want to participate in the future?
Wow. Like I want to participate, or maybe like creating one, maybe?
Oh, well, we'll talk about that.
Like,
okay.
Oh my God, because
if you want to go that direction, we can.
I will imagine, like, I think I will imagine an event that can be immersed in all the stuff.
Okay.
Like I always wanted to participate in a runway when an orchestra is playing, like an actual orchestra, like a full orchestra with all the winds and strings, like, and modeling like those beautiful dresses, and maybe having tenors and soprano singers there. I just imagined that, and I fell in love, like playing Vivaldi. Like I imagine that scenario with Vivaldi dresses. Like if you take a chance, you better listen to Vivaldi, the 4 seasons of Vivaldi, and imagine that. Like it's beautiful.
That would be incredible.
With all the celebrities, like who doesn't want a celebrity? Of course. Everyone there.
Fair enough.
Everyone is welcome. And to financially support.
Sure. Well, never say never. You
Never say
know.
never. The sky is the limit. Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I want to ask, and if you can give me your best advices for aspiring songwriters, aspiring violinists, and also for aspiring models.
Of course. Well, I will be honest with them. Like when they ask me an advice, I will say honest. That is, you need to focus. Besides of practicing, besides of you need to like what you're doing. You need to be you need to have the like discipline, because everyone will tell you that. Every singer, every violinist, every musician will tell you that, like, I practice every day and I made it. And but the thing is that I always say is like, this industry is not easy. It's not for the weak.
No.
Like, you need to build a strong mentality in order to get through this, because here people will hate you for no reason. People will like see you, people will judge you, people will say bad things about you, not even they knowing you. They will say bad things because you're short, because you're tall, because you're chubby, because you're thin, because your face is like this, because your shoe is like that, blah blah blah. They will criticize everything. And if you don't have a strong mentality and a good self-esteem and trust yourself and trust in your talent and trust what you're doing, the industry, like, unfortunately will eat you alive. Like, how many people here are battling with anxiety, depression, and all that very strong stuff that can lead to worse things, just because they haven't built that strong mentality because of bad people here in the industry. So that's one of the things that I will say to them in the first place. Like, I will say, of course you can do it. Of course you can start practicing. You can you post your content, put that cover that you didn't post it before because of what people will say. And I will say, okay, you can do it, but I must warn you, this is not for the weak. Like, bad people will come to you and will try to eat you alive. But you just go for it. Just post your content. Just go to that casting. Just go and collaborate with that photographer. Just try and put on that dress. Just try and sing. Just apply for an audition. Like, do everything to do. Not with the purpose of people looking at you, because people will always look at you no matter what. But do it because you loved it. Do it because you love that dress that that designer was designing, the redundancy, but but just put it and walk, and be happy that you're getting to wear that dress. Just standing on a stage and sing that favorite song that your mom used to sing to you when you were little. Just put on the violin, and even if no one is hearing you and everyone, if you can see faces, just play it because you're able to play the violin. You have the arms, you have the body to play it. Like, just be yourself, just be happy, just follow your dreams, and then don't let anyone, and don't let social media fool you as well, because social media here is messed up as well, because everyone right now is being anxious in the modeling industry as well. Is being anxious because this designer didn't follow me, this designer didn't tag me, the photographer didn't tag me. Like, because we're trying to collaborate, but there are still bad people out there that they just don't follow the rules. And you and I both know that sometimes they post our work and they don't even have the I'm not gonna say that bad word. No, the guts. Yes. To tag us, or even mentioning us, or even saying, hey, thank you for the work. There will be bad people there. So you just need to, breathe in, breathe out, and just keep doing it. So yeah, that will be my advice.
Fantastic advices there, and I appreciate your honesty and transparency and realness when answering that specific question. Because as beautiful as those creative endeavors can be, there is a very dark and reality-based side on it, and everyone has to have a level of experience with it because it's the nature of it. But just know, even with those challenging times, there's a lot of great beauty into it. Exactly. You just got to be smart with everything.
Exactly. You just stole my words.
but you said it graciously and beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Valery. And as we're getting towards the end of our interview, I just have one more question to ask you.
Oh, only one?
Just one more. Just one more. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I don't mean to make it theater sadness. I just wanted to ask the question.
It was entertaining, that interview, yeah? I hope so.
I hope so, too. I don't know. Well, the last question I want to ask you is if you were able to rewrite any television show,
Ooh.
which show would you rewrite, and what would be the major change you would do?
Like a television, like it can be interview, it can be anything.
Yeah, it could be like, I'll use, for example, let's say you watch like Friends. I don't know if you've ever seen Friends.
Friends, okay.
So like it'd be a TV show like that. It could be an interview. It could be whatever, as long as it's been on TV.
Oh my God.
Yes, any show.
Okay, I will. You know those shows when there's your favorite character that dies
Okay.
in the show or even the movie? Well, I will take all the shows and all the the series and don't let them die.
Oh.
Like, like, have you watched Alice in Borderland?
Yes, I have.
Well, the scene where they lost their friends, it traumatized me.
Oh.
Like, spoiler alert, but
Yeah, I was gonna say big
but
spoiler
not
alert.
everyone dies in that series, so they don't even know what I'm talking
So
about.
you're just bringing everybody back to life.
Exactly. Well, except the villains. The villains are sort of a mother of the demon.
They're not nice people.
They're not nice people. That's one of the series that I will do. And even the Squid Game.
Oh,
There are a bunch of people that I want to take back to life in that game.
Oh, pretty much everybody. I mean,
everybody instead the messed up people there that wanted to. Poor guy. Like, what if we just make some beautiful games and everybody gets like money? I will gladly participate.
Okay. Hey, ideas,
right?
That's the money thinking idea right there.
Like, oh my God, I'm gonna be famous right now, a millionaire because of that idea. Don't try to. You watch it first here, dear future director of that future movie. Okay, so you better give us percentage. Okay,
That's
thank
right.
you.
all the percentages.
All the percentages.
99%.
So I can quit my full-time job. Please. Oh my God.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
I'm glad you had a great, fun, and exciting time here on These Are Questions. Before we wrap up with everything, I'm going to give you the floor/internet floor. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to say, anything you want to chime in before we end off this episode, the camera/internet/floor of the camera, I don't know, is there for you.
Oh my God. So I can say anything.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Legally speaking, yes.
Oh man.
That's
I'm kidding. Well, thank you. I'm very, very grateful for that interview. I really loved it a lot, and I had a great time. We laughed. We discussed about deeper like meanings of the industry as well. And just so you know, everyone that is watching me, you have the capacity of taking all those dreams into a reality. You can do it. You will say, "Oh, I'm a normal person. That I don't think I'm gonna get through this." But yes, thing happens. And if God gave you a dream, it's because that dream has a purpose. And God does not make small plans. God makes bigger plans for you. Even if you think of the biggest thing, well, it's even bigger. So follow your dreams and don't give up. And of course, I'm here for it. I think myself of a very, very friendful person that you can come to me and talk whatever you want to talk, even good, even bad. Even I'm here to support and I'm here to help as well. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and thank you for taking the time to be a part of These Are Questions. All of Valery's information is going to be listed in the description down below, along with my information for those that are watching the episode on YouTube or listening to the episode on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Just type in These Are Questions. We just want to say thank you so much for being a part and watching/listening to the show. And with that, all I have to say is that you have been watching/listening to These Are Questions. Yes! Hey! Bye. Have a good night. Or good morning.
Good morning, good night, good afternoon.
Oh, you already took my lines.
had fun.
Thank
you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.